Alright, I'm hoping this is gonna work here. We are live. We are going to be looking for old, undocumented tornadoes within the state of Michigan, pre-1940-ish, probably. Specifically more like the stronger tornadoes from like bigger outbreaks. I've been looking at the Tuscola-Sanilac County F5 from 1905. And then earlier today I was looking at the Midland F4, Midland County to Bay City, or Bay County F4, and I found some interesting stuff on both of them so far, specifically with the Tuscola-Sanilac County. So, first off, the accounts for this one are very all over the place. A lot of them either say it was one tornado that like split, or like it was wind to the north, or just I don't even know. It's marked as one tornado on Tornado Archive, as you can see here, but I have my suspicions that either one half was like some form of windstorm that was really brutal, or there was two tornadoes, or like cyclic supercells. Only reason is because it says the tornado started about like 7 miles north of Cairo, which I mean, I'm sure that's off by quite a bit, because some accounts say that the town of Colwood, right here, or at least this is where it used to be, was hit by the tornado, or at least some barns and homes were hit on the outskirts, and then Cass City was hit, or at least the outskirts of it. And then there was a few other towns here, I forget, I'd have to go on Tornado Archive to remember them, because they're not on Google Maps or Google Earth. Lang, I think that's how you pronounce it, Urban, and what's the other one? Snover. Those were like the three big towns that it said it hit, as well as, what was the other one? There's one up here. Oh, Novesta. You can see right here, there was a church that was hit somewhere in this area, and they rebuilt, but I don't think it's still around. But my suspicion is that it says it starts near Cairo, then it says it splits, that one half went more northward and one half was further south. I have my suspicions that the southern one may have been the stronger one, just because the damage from Urban sounded really, really bad. Like, that's where the descriptions of like homes that were like splintered and everything came from, so that's kind of why I have this one just going further south, is because it says Urban was hit, and then this one, it says Lang was hit or whatever too. I just don't know. It's so all over the place. It's hard to kind of get the specifics on, I guess. But we can try and find more, I guess, right now too. Let's see. What is it? June 5th? Let's do through July 1st. Show these results. Then let's do tornado. Or actually, let's do cyclone, because it might be a little too long ago. Should we do tornado too? Keyword cyclone tornado. That way we get both. Some of these are going to be from other states too. I'll look at the date. That's June 17th. So, oldest paper. There we go. Okay. Now we can start looking at this. This is all description on it, so that's great. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Cyclones seem to strike west of Cairo and divide into two sections, went almost due east and struck Cairo, Novesta, Urban, and Lang. Other went northeast, touching Elmwood and Cass City. So it's possible that it went this way. Then I see other accounts. It just doesn't make sense to me that the one that went southeast or more east would have somehow hit Snover, Urban, and Lang, unless it was like a really, really crazy occlusion. But even still, that seems really like if I draw that out on this for just so you guys can see, like that would be, we would talking like this. And it's possible it didn't hit the towns directly. It's just talking about the general area, but still. What I was doing earlier too, I know for sure this area was hit because I looked at plat maps from like 1920, so it's a few years after, but the family names are still there, like the last names, and I could see the general farms that were hit, and within this area specifically, there was a lot of correlation to the names of like the injured and the dead, so I'm guessing within this area it was for sure hit. This area, I'm not even sure. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Unless it was just down here. But even still, that would make Tornado Archive's path off. I think I already read this one. See, here it says it's split again. One part sweeping down through Novesta and Snover, while the other more disastrous one passed through Cassidy Urban. So now it's switching up again, saying that the northern one was the one that actually came down through here, which I think is more what I have on this, but it's still not quite that. Yeah, I found John Smith, or I at least found like a Smith farm, and then I also found Philpotts, I think, as well. Those were the two last names I found. Those were right next to each other in Sanilac County, which I think would make a pretty clear correlation. Is a half mile wide, but still doesn't really make sense to me. I don't like how it cuts off here either. I can't read what it's saying over here. Saying Kingston is it, which is, where's that? Down here. So the counts are all over the place, unfortunately, and it's not very, I guess, easy to see. Although it would make sense though if there were more. I know I read earlier when I was researching on this that there was a death in Saginaw County from a possible tornado as well. And that one just might not be documented at all. So I don't know. Here we go again with it splitting in two. So maybe there was another one down by Kingston, and then we had the two up north. I don't know. Kind of want to start on a new one, though. I was just kind of showing what I have so far. Then with the Midland F4, this is what really got interesting to me. I was able to find individual like farms that were impacted, like really clearly within the Colin area. So I don't have the path out west done at all yet, but I know the tornado passed right through here for sure. And some of the accounts that I found earlier were actually pretty crazy. So I think I go. I'm still learning how to use this. I just got this today, so. It's April 6th. If we go to this day, there's quite a few actually documented from this outbreak, especially down here in southern Michigan, so fairly big outbreak already. This one's about Alabama, so that's not gonna help. I wonder if those are documented. Probably. I don't know what day it's talking about. Well, that's not what we're researching, so. Still talking about Alabama. By the 7th, they might have started reporting on it. Still Alabama, okay. I don't know where a lot of these places are, so. Here's one on the Kalamazoo one. Let's see. I was on one earlier though, and it was talking about how it was like, they said it was a hurricane. Obviously, that's not what it was. But I want to find that one because the description was actually pretty crazy. Okay, Oakland County. So down here. Oh, here we go. This one might be it. The effects of the hurricane at Midland, Mount Pleasant, and Charlotte. I like how it says the Augray region, even though Augray is right here. So, not really in the region, but whatever. One area, where was it? Yes, this one says it was 2 miles east of Midland, and I'm not really sure where center of town was, so I could probably adjust this. Let's say it probably went through here. Because none of this would have been here at that time. I think Midland was like really, really small. So I don't But again, I know for sure this area was hit based off some of these next accounts in here. The wreck of their house caught on fire. The stoves. Beavers right here, but I don't know where Beaver Township is, unless it's kind of just, it might just be this area and then this area or something like that. Oh yeah, here's what the John Smith guy, 1 mile north and 1 mile east of the southwest corner of the township of Cucullin. So I think that's a little off, just based off the plat maps that I found, but yeah, this description is pretty crazy, especially just how in depth it is from being from 1882. A rushing and roaring sound was heard. A dark spiral column of cloud was seen approaching rapidly from the west, and almost immediately a storm of large hailstones, which were about 1.5 inches in diameter, began to fall. The family rushed to the windows, which is not a good thing, and beheld a storm approaching, which uprooted a large tree and swept everything before it, leveling fences and buildings, and before they could get out of the house, I don't know why they would try and do that, but anyway, the building was caught and simply twisted to pieces. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of a first-hand account, but it's not really at the same time, so. Foundation remaining in its place, but the roof and walls falling in, and the very floor being torn up. Who's the other guy that made me figure out where this all was? This one talking about like how their house was shifted at like a 45-degree angle or something. Oh yeah. Wait, is it this guy? Oh, this is a completely different person that I didn't even read. 1 mile east of Smith's, had his house destroyed and was severely injured. His neighbor had the roof torn off of his house and carried some distance away. Okay, this is the person I was reading on. He lived about 1/2 mile southeast, or a 1/2 mile southeast of the original guy from that first-hand account. His house was moved from the foundation and left standing at an angle of 45 degrees. So that either means it was like rolled off at a 45-degree angle, or like pushed off its foundation. I don't know. But if I go to, where is it? Right here. This one's for Sandlot County, so I don't want that. How do you spell Cucullin? Alright, perfect. Save my search. If I look at this and go somewhere in here, you can see the Hartley guy, and then I don't think I found the Smith person, but I think that's probably because their entire farm got like completely destroyed, so they probably just like moved. But now I'm curious if I can find the other people. So we know this guy, right, where is he? Right here, William, which correlates perfectly. Considering this is in 1920, I believe. It says 1940, but I don't really know what it means by 1920/1940, so I'm just going to assume it's 1920. But if we look at, like, right here, where was everything else? Sucks that doesn't say his last name. I'm just gonna assume it's right here. I want to look at the other account. I forget if you have last name. Where was the because there's a chance it was this was also somewhere here. Regardless, let's see if there is anyone with that last name in the area. Would have been a neighbor, and this is about 40 years after. So, yeah, I don't know if I see it, but I'm gonna look for just a second. Like a mile east. I'm guessing then it's probably up here. But I don't see it. So I don't know. They also just might not be there anymore. Yeah. I'm just gonna assume that's the case, unless I just have the path off. If we continue to read this, really seeing it. I wish I could use Control F. That'd make this so much easier, but unfortunately I cannot, so... I don't think I can. It's not gonna... We should give some of these last names of these people. Starts with an F and it's right next to the guy with the C. It's right next to this guy. The correlation's getting good, I must say. I don't know if there's anyone else. The last names we were looking for within this area, but again, they might have moved away because this is about 40 years after. I'm guessing it would be within this area, and I'm not seeing it, so... But I think, generally, this is the intersection right here of... What is it? Whatever this one is, and 7 Mile, I think. Or is it Fraser? Let me look. Oops. Okay, no, it's Fraser. So, path needs to come down to about here, at least. I don't know how much further it went from this point. I'm just gonna say it went out here, just because it seems like it was pretty intense overall. Out that far, but whatever. Okay, so this is interesting to me that it mentions Augray here, because that is all the way up here. So, unless they have the town name wrong, which is definitely a possibility. Where's Williams? Is that even on? Sometimes Tornado Archive has much smaller towns. Unless it's Willard. They might have spelt it wrong, I don't know. I'm not seeing any Williams, though. So I'm just gonna assume it's Willard, which is right here. So it's like down there. Just ever so slightly south. Beaver, I'm assuming it means Beaver Township, if that exists. Yes, it does. not seeing any last names, though, that were mentioned. But we know for sure that this area was hit. Like, that's just a guarantee based off the accounts that we've seen. If my name finding is right, at least. Which I would imagine it is, because there's just way too much correlation. Mount Pleasant was visited at the same time by a tremendous hailstorm, accompanied by high winds. $1,500 to $2,000 in 1882 standards is a lot, I believe. The heaviest loser. Dang, they're calling him out, dude. Whose greenhouse was damaged to the extent of about $200. So was this even a tornado then out here by Mount Pleasant? I don't think it was. Well, I guess it didn't go all the way out there anyway. Kind of has it more all the way closer in Tornado Archive, but I guess it's similar. I'm surprised none of the oh wait, no, never mind. They do mention the ones down to the south. I think we should go to a Newpaper now and see if there's any more descriptions of anything. Oh, Isaac. Yesterday. Formation of the cyclone in that township. Bloomingdale. Where's Bloomingdale? I don't know. Dale. I cannot see my keyboard ever. Village in Michigan. Where's that at? Okay, it's down here. This one documented. Assuming it is. West of Kalamazoo. Okay. Close enough, I think, and assuming it's this one. We'll read more. This is interesting. It's like supercell, maybe 2 supercells or something, which I mean probably would make sense just considering some of these paths. It says, dark clouds were seen advancing rapidly from the southwest and at the same time from the northeast. So I'm assuming the one to the northeast was passing and produced either this one or like one of these. I don't know. Just my take from reading this so far. The clouds as the 2 currents of air came together began circulating around and piling up. Dark opening was visible in the clouds, followed by the most vivid lightning, which was accompanied by a continuous deafening roar. Oh, deafening. I don't know why you read that. was thick. I don't know what that really means. It was girthy. What is a pint bowl? I don't know how big that is. He seemed to think that was a little too large. Yeah, I agree, because a pint bowl is... What is that? Okay, that's like... Okay, that's actually giant. If that's the size, there's no way that existed. Anyway. Hit on the head by a hailstone and knocked unconscious. Would not surprise me. Considering the size of some of these reports, at least. So, I'm guessing the path somewhere through here, which generally is what I have to. So I'm going to keep this one just that's how it is in Tornado Archive. Probably could be a little bit further west, in my opinion, right here, but otherwise I think it's no. Although I don't really know. Continuing. Oh, Kansas. I don't care about the Kansas. I do like how it gives the last names. It would be a lot easier if it was like addresses. But considering that it's the 1880s, I don't even know when like addresses became like a real thing, to be honest. Not until probably a while later, because if you're just some guy out in the middle of nowhere, you're not gonna have a defined address. Town of Chase? Where's Chase? I swear I've never heard of any of these places in my life. Chase, Michigan. Let's see. Whoa! It's way further north. Okay. Is this one documented? No. Fun. Let's keep reading though. It might be a different Chase in a different state. I don't know. Let's keep reading. I don't know. We might have found something undocumented. I don't know. Let's see. Crap. Oh. 20 buildings were demolished, leaving but 6 standing. At least one person died. Whoa, a water spout apparently accompanied the cyclone. We're in the middle of Michigan. What do you mean? What? Spire's drugstore was leveled to the ground. All inhabitants of Chase were mere or less injured. So, this sounds like actually really strong. Okay, Kansas. Don't care about that. Okay. Detroit. Berry County? Where's Berry County? I forget. Probably one of these, though, I'm guessing. That one's really interesting, though. I'm gonna have to save this. Chase. Yeah, right here. So, assuming it just went northeast, but that sounds like at least F3 intensity to me. Your drugstore gets leveled to the ground? I don't know. What day is this? Crap, why can't I think? It's the 6th? I don't need the 0. / 1882. Something like that. And then I'm gonna get the link to the article. Because this is crazy. If I can, there we go. Alright. Perfect. So, I'm gonna just add another note. 1 dead or something. But that one, I believe, is undocumented. Where is that? Okay, yeah, down here. I just don't know if they mean a water spout apparently accompanied the cyclone. I don't think there was any other tornadoes in... Yeah, there wasn't any in surrounding states that could have water spouts. So, although... Where's Chase again? There might be a lake around it. No, not really. So, I don't know, but that's interesting. Sometimes I wonder too, like these small, like growing towns, what they would be like today if they weren't hit by these storms or tornadoes or whatever they were. Just like flattened half of the town. Because with some of those thumb towns specifically that were hit by this tornado or these tornadoes, whatever it was, I'm still figuring it out. Like they're just gone. Like they're not around anymore. And I wonder if the tornado definitely played into that, or if obviously like Great Depression and stuff like that too. But it's definitely interesting. Oh, little tornado path right here too. That one's undocumented. Anyway. I think because these ones are about... Someone's already read this one too. Who clipped this? Same Scott guy. Pretty awesome. Let's keep going then down the line. Although I don't know how many more we're gonna have. But that's really interesting. That's like a completely undocumented one. I think this is on Kansas, yeah. So let's move on to a different outbreak then. I think we did decent with that one so far. Let's do actually a more recent one that might have photos of damage. 1920. That's definitely not going to have photos, but I'm interested. Oh wait, yeah, it's this outbreak. Okay. Never mind, because that's going to be way too many. This one could be cool. Oh yeah. There's no description. Okay, May 25th, 1896. Just gonna have to put 1896 in first. Add a range. Here, May 25th. So let's do through the 4th of June. That should be good. Okay, perfect. So, oh, this one's like bent. Great. Several in Iowa last night. near Des Moines, probably. So that's probably gonna be before when we're wanting. Alright. Okay. Iowa. Chicago. Huh. Alright. Oh, here we go. Cyclone dealing death and destruction swept through a portion of Michigan last evening. It's talking about how Michigan always busts. In the past, been singularly or particularly fortunate in the matter of terrible winds that have often devastated western states, but this time, the storm. Yep, I don't know half of these old words. Lake Michigan on their deadly work. Okay, do we have a count? About a half mile wide. Why is it always a half mile wide? I swear every single tornado we've done is like it's a half mile wide. But oh, Bay City. Whatever that one was. Right here. F3. What was the damage on that? Was swept away. Holy crap. Some town of Thomas was just like annihilated. Or the village of Thomas. Oakwood? Where's Oakwood? Okay, are we talking about this one then? I'm confused. It said Bay City, but where's Oakwood? I don't know any of these towns. Oakwood, Michigan. Does that exist anymore? No. No, it does. But it's down there. I don't know if I believe that. Unless I see the Thomas. Where's Thomas at? Nowhere. So there's no Thomas, Michigan. Right there. Thomas. Thomas, Michigan, Michigan. Thomas Township, but no Thomas. So, I'm gonna assume we're dealing with two towns that were hit and just never rebuilt again, probably. Okay, unless they're talking about the ones down there now. I'm confused. Oh, okay, I see. Wait, no, I don't see. Never mind, because this makes literally no sense. The village of Thomas, on the Bay City division of the Michigan Central Railroad, was swept away. From Thomas, the wind seems to have struck off to the southeast, and the village of Oakwood is also reported to have been swept away. The path of the cyclone then went through Macomb County. So, what? Because Macomb, that's down here. I think, wait, is this Macomb? I don't even know. I don't know my county names well. Apologies. But unless it just means, like, generally there was more storms to the southeast, I think that's probably what it's talking about. But where's Thomas? And Oakwood. I don't know. I don't know, this one makes, like, no sense to me. It's kind of going all over the place with paths. But I might end it here tonight. And I will probably, at some point, do this again. But for now, I'm gonna end the stream.